morning, everyone. I like to start most days with a morning meeting. And what this does really for me is prioritize what everybody, including me, has to do that day. Everybody's got a different way of doing this, but the way I do it is by listing everything I feel I've got to do that day and then re-looking at it in terms of what I feel I could potentially do the next day or the day after, and what I feel I would be really cross with myself for not doing that day. What drives that process is something I do way before I even get to that morning. So I take about 30 minutes on the weekend to really review what it is I want to accomplish that next week, even if it's 2 or 3 major things. Sometimes it's just one major thing. And I make sure that whatever my morning priority is or daily priority is in line with accomplishing that major goal. I also feel a regular check-in means that not only are myself and the team in alignment, but also it enables me to manage all of the projects that are going on at the same time, because obviously it's great for me to be able to oversee everything, and I can only really do that if I'm in touch with the team on a daily basis. When it comes to supplier visits, I always think it's really important to arm yourself with the right materials before you get into the shop. If you're anything like me, you'll go into one of your favorite suppliers and want to sort of ooh and ah everything. But if you've got your materials with you, it really brings you back to what you absolutely must have and what you need. I also think on the less exciting side of supplying, you need to know that you've got the specifications of everything. You need to know what measurements the item or the pieces you're looking for. You need to know where it's going. You need to know what it's going to be functioning for. So, the piece we're supplying here at Gournay is actually in a young lady's bedroom, and we needed to know, what the dimensions were to make sure we could have a panel that worked with that area. We needed to be careful about the type of material and backing of the wall covering that we were using. So all of those things are really important to know and to take into consideration. I also think it's really important to be comfortable to know that you can ask about what is available and existing in a supplier's showroom, and know that what's there isn't all that they can offer, and you can ask for different types of backings and different types of colors in different designs. You're not limited to only what you see, and I think it's important that you're comfortable to be able to ask for what it is you really want. And that sort of leads me on to my next supplier. So our next stop was to Crucial Trading, and we've been asked to supply a specific stair runner for a project. What's really interesting to take from this supplier meeting or any other meeting is that you should really arm yourself with the right questions. So in this specific circumstance, we were looking at a stair runner, and so the questions I had were maintenance, consideration of what the traffic would be like in that specific area. Is it a high traffic area? Obviously with staircases, they're going to be more high traffic than other areas. So all of these things were important for me to know and to be able to relay back to my client. You really should feel comfortable asking these questions. The suppliers may have been asked the same questions hundreds of times before, but that only means they will have the right answers for you. The same goes for other suppliers. So, you've got to have in your mind a set of questions that are important to your client to be able to ask when you walk into one of these supplying companies. I know a lot of people are uncomfortable about asking too many questions, but trust me, it's cool to be nerdy when it comes to things like this. Know the products that you're getting for your clients. You've got to become an expert on every single product that you supply. And, if you're not an expert, you're trying your best to become one. Okay, so the next place we visited was Loomah, which, as many of you may know, is a company that we've just collaborated on to create this beautiful collection of rugs. In fact, my first ever collection. So to see these on display at the shop window for the first time was really special. And we also popped in to have a look at some new color developments that we have of the rugs, and they were just fabulous. So I'm really, really glad we did. One thing I find really special and unique about walking into Loomah is that generally you'll see the founder at the place of business. And I think what's really lovely about that is you always see the passion shine through all of their products and all of their work. And also, of course, in our business, in interior design, it's all about relationships. Relationships with your clients, relationships with suppliers, and of course, the more you can build on that, the better that sort of pool of suppliers and pool of business is. And you know, we are as good as our suppliers in many ways. So it's really great that, you know, in this case, Andrew's always at the showroom. Okay, so the next stop was a very special one for us. It was the recently completed Bluebird of Chelsea. I love to go on to a project after it's completed and make sure I do a little health check and any snagging that needs to be done, and I like to do it personally. I think, in all honesty, snagging is really the detail behind the detail of a design. And so it's essential to really having perfected your final design. So just to go through some of the snagging issues that we had, one of the things that we wanted to do to improve once I'd got on to do the snagging was, you know, create some form of anti-slip under some of the seat cushions to make sure they didn't move around when the boat was moving, which we hadn't done previously. And also on the backs of some of the back cushions where we had leather on top of upholstery, we wanted to make sure that sat really nicely. And so we've decided to attach the leather and upholstery to the wood with snap fasteners. So, you know, they're only small changes, but all of those small details make a big difference. You should never be conscious about the fact that you are always learning. Every single project will raise small issues that your last project didn't raise. And you know, I've been doing this for 10 years. I still come up with issues that I've not seen before. And you know, that's part of the enjoyment of all of this, that actually you're always trying to find solutions to new problems. And you know, every project is a new space and will raise different issues. So don't worry if you find snagging issues or items once you've completed a project. All of that will help you and inform you better for the next project that you complete. Okay, so our last site visit here was to a project that we had just been awarded in Barnes, and it's a really lovely project with a caveat. So the caveat is there's a big time pressure on this project. Now, we are very strict about our time guidelines for all the projects that we do, but I think it's always really important to note, and I think this is the big lesson here, that we are dealing with people as interior designers, and many a time families, and I think that has to be your priority. In our case, and in this case, it was a family that needed to be near a school within a certain time frame. And I think taking this project on, we knew we had to move quickly. And so we're bending over backwards to try and make it happen. Something to note from this particular site visit is that we're very, very lucky because we have a great team that surrounds us of subcontractors, you know, steel beam contractors, builders, decorators, and other people. So, you know, your real team is, of course, your core design team, but it's also those people that you can have around you and call on in a situation like this where you do need people very quickly and you do need to get quotations and information very quickly. I think having those key suppliers around you means that if you're ever in a situation where you do have a client who needs to move in very, very quickly, you can rally them around and, you know, they will do their absolute best for you because you've had a relationship with them and built a relationship with them over time. we do always have to remember that interior design is not just about placing furniture in a space, it's about how people are going to live in a space surrounded by the designs that we create. And I think that always needs to be right at the forefront of your mind, that the client is our business. It's really important to me that we were able to add value and bring value to you guys and have your feedback for today's video. So if you liked it and enjoyed it, please do let me know. And similarly, if there's stuff that you want to know more about, please also do let me know. I have been told on good authority that I should be asking you to subscribe. I'm not massively comfortable with doing that, but if you do, thank you very much.